another episode of Isla Napali, and today with a little bit of a special. And you know what? I'm just going to start off with the topic, and this is, as you can see by the title of this video already, this episode will be dedicated to JAMMO, because JAMMO made a comment on the last video, which the thing is, there were so many great ideas about what we could do with the Octopus ride and what's the backstory of it. A lot of great backstories, but this backstory is simply the best, and I don't know why no other than me just liked it, because I think this is just so incredibly well and it's so suitable for this situation. I'm just reading out the comment before we then start in this episode. We are just playing in real time this time, actually, because I had a little bit less time this weekend than usually, because we've been on a short trip into the Eifel, which is a little bit of a mountainish area close to us, and we went for a little bit of a walking. Really nice to enjoy a little bit the kind of late summer, I would call it even, so it's so warm. But anyways, so JAMMO, he said, here's my backstory for the Octopus ride. The Octopus used to be in a less populated area of the park and was a generic twister ride, but eventually the octopuses around the island were becoming extinct because of all the cruise ships docking in Isla Napali. The owners of the park would then start a campaign to save the octopuses around the island and painted the ride, moved it to the most popular area of the park, and gave it the octopus theme to advertise it and create awareness. So this is incredible. You so often see these kind of things, not only in theme parks, but in general, like all these kind of little pavilion thingies that you do see kind of often, where people just doing some advertisement for extinct animals. And this is what we're going to do over here. So I'm not quite sure whether we put it exactly in here. So we do have the exit over here. So I thought we could put it here, but I'm planning to do like kind of a restaurant thing maybe over here, because this little area needs to be more crowded. So I was thinking of making a restaurant which has like an outside area over here, so that kind of has the coaster in the back. I mean, it would be fairly loud, but hey, we are in a theme park, right? So what I'm even complaining about. I think I'm just turning on the ride. It could be a little bit loud for you guys in the episode, and since I'm always using music, I'm just trying to not do this right now. So we are going to change this a little bit over here, because I feel like it would be nicer to have like a little bit of nearly like a bay or something in between. Whoops. Not too much, actually. I think that's just fine. And then we shorten the whole thing and just kind of make a little bit space. Oh wait, we could actually go with the angle snap locked. I just want to make sure that this doesn't go too much into the ride itself, but I think that could be nice. And can I just connect this? I think it's not working like that, but okay, this is working. Cool. So we have this little bay over here. I think that's kind of nice. This will at least be enough space to make what I want to make over here. So it's a little bit boring without the music, right? I'm just keeping the thing riding at the moment, just to make sure that it is kind of fun. Also, no, I'm not letting any people in. I just, this little archer guy can just get over here. So we have our little scaling model over here, which we definitely need to use to make sure that this little area will be exactly the way we want it. So what we're going to do first is we are going to paint the terrain a little bit differently, even though I'm even trying to do this with some concrete things in the ground. I guess this will work a lot better. It won't be anything too special right now, but let's just test it. So what we need is, first of all, I want to make this interactive. So what I should do is I should use one of the smallest I just want to go here, so there we go. Maybe to the I'm not quite sure if we should use this thing over here, because people are just standing around randomly, but it could be a thing actually. Let me just do this. We are just putting, we can't even put that in here, right? What a pity, but I think it should be enough to, oops, I didn't want to open this. Hello, there we go. It could be a, whoops, why can't I just choose it? Hello, there we go. It was a little bit laggy. So if we put this exactly here, and we do set the focus element. Well, we are going to choose this later because we are going to make a little pavilion over here, so that should do the job. All right. So what we need is kind of a little bit of like a counter. We need a little bit of a tent. I'm not quite sure if we have a tent that I can use, or if I do have to do it on my own. But let's see. Okay. What's the issue here? Did I write this wrong? No. Why? I just paused the game for a moment because, oh wow, I can't power. Oh, god damn it. Okay, here we go. I was wondering if I can use these things over here. I'm not too sure about this, if this is already enough. Let's just put it down for the moment. And by the way, I was just pausing it because it seems to affect the performance of the menu quite a bit, so this is why. So we definitely need a barrier thing over here. We're gonna put this down later on as well. I definitely want this thing over here to make this like a little table later on where people can sit down and talk to those guys. This is one of the most important things over here. We definitely need a display thingy. And don't we have a display kind of thing? I mean, except the wow, okay. Oh, by the way, the game is in German because I recorded a German episode, so this is also why I'm not. Oh gosh, okay. I have to think in German right now, okay, but it doesn't really help that much. Alrighty, so we just go on. We do need these kind of equipment boxes over here. For whatever reason, I kept this in German. I don't know. So this thing could be. I think this can be usable as well. And now let's see what we need else. This could be kind of a box where you put in your, wow, never mind, this is way too big. I wanted to make kind of a box where you put in your little, yeah, this kind of pieces of papers that kind of, if you want to be the one supporting the turtles, the octopuses around the island, that could be the thing what you, where you throw it in. So how big is, wow, okay, I'm not even talking. What the hell is this? Okay. Is this smaller? No, it's all too big. This game is just always too. What the hell? So yeah, this will be our little guy who's going to sell the idea, and we also need a woman. I don't know. I think I want her to sit down. No, she's not. Do we have another one who's a little bit more active? Let me just check. I don't think so. Let's just put her down. So this is, I think that could be a cool thing. Alrighty, not quite sure how I make the octopus though. I'm not quite sure if I make this in this episode. So we want to try and keep this episode kind of, this looks fairly interesting. Can we even recolor this one? This could be our little octopus, guys. Interesting. So if I make it, yeah, we could actually try to, whoops, auto-saving going on. Yes, of course. Let me just try what happens if I... This could work the way I want it to work. Okay. I mean, it's a hell of a waste of police here, but since I hope we can just change it with another model later on, let me just see if this goes the direction I wanted. Yes. Okay, we can just keep that. So we do have a chair over here. Don't know if I want to have this chair. This is not really fitting in here, so I wonder they will just have kind of a box where they sit down on, if so at all. And that shouldn't be worrying us too much at the moment. I'm gonna put a little barrel over here because I feel like this would be something that you just have standing around here, just as a little bit of jank. Jank is always important. I guess what we also could use is kind of, I don't know what I want to use though for the advertisement. This is way too big, right? Yeah, this is right. This is way too big. What do we else? We need kind of a little box still where people put in their pieces of paper to confirm that they want to help them. Don't know what we have in here, but we could use this as well. I want to have the smallest screen though. Can we have? Okay, I was hoping I could use this as a tent, but not really. So keep on watching. What about this lowrider roof? Can we use this one? I mean, it could, whoops, it could actually work if we use it like that, this could look like a more modern pavilion. You know what? I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this. Okay, so it's time to make this a group. Wow. Wait a second. What is in? Ah, okay. I can just quickly just declick those things. Is there anything in what we don't want to have in? No, it seems fine. It seems fine to me. 36 pieces. Makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. So group is created. Let's see if we, yeah, it's just only this group, whatever. So we're gonna use this first and just move it out of the way. Don't think that we're gonna use this one, maybe as an advertisement thingy, but I think there is potentially something else we can use better. Those two guys are just fine. I want to make this all kind of in this, yeah, it's not pinkish, it's like violet looking, maybe even darker, because I feel like this would be what the color of this kind of thing is. Oh, we can even, why can we? Alright, this is interesting why we can just recolor both, but it's fine, I take that, but it's a bit surprising. So just to make sure that this is kind of a little bit of a barrier over here. I don't know, I don't think we really need one, but I think you always have these kind of little marketing pop-up stands that, I don't know, they're just in the way, and they do have kind of this thing going on. We're putting this in the back here, and I don't want, yeah, well, it would make sense to keep the rolling, kind of rolling, oops, why did I even not click, the rolling wheels on the ground, because this has to be kind of a flexible, rebuildable little thing, what you can just rebuild everywhere you go. I think that's kind of what we need. Yeah, let's keep it that way. I want to have this kind of janky a little bit, at least a little bit. So these monitors can be in this kind of thing. I'm gonna try to hide this away. Or maybe this is to show some videos or so on. We could actually put some more screens next to it. Why not? This could work. Okay, but for now this should be fine. So what I wanted to do with this one is, where is? Can't I just? Okay. I can rotate this. There we go. This would be the little table where we have some stuff on. Just bring that over here. So we have her standing in front of here, just talking to the people. So there we go. We're gonna have the box on it as well. This will be kind of blackish. Can we just make, does this color change? Oh, nice, I like it. This looks a lot better. So we have this little table over here. We should put these boxes in more in the back. And just put some more on top of each other, and whoops, this one can also go. Hello. I'm just moving it with the advanced move, because otherwise that's gonna screw up too much. So I'm just gonna, is this in the right way? Oh, it doesn't really matter. So we just put it in here. I want to change this slightly, make this all a bit darker. There we go. So that will be actually standing over here. Nice. I don't know if we can use this piece for what I hope it to use, but maybe we can use, oh yeah, that's what we're gonna use for the box though, so that's fine. Yeah, I want to have kind of a banner over here, which then, we do have a customizable banner, don't we? I'm not too sure though where it is, but I think we have one. It's like, yeah, I have no idea how this would even be called in German, so I have to search for it. This is so weird. Like, I have seriously no idea how the things are called in German, so I just have to look for them. We do have these banners. We have the changeable. Wow, this is so gigantic. It's way too big, actually. What is this? We at least can recolor this thing, can't we? I think, why not? Why not use this thing? Can we at least push this in here a bit? Oh no, you know what? I have an idea what we can do with this one. This can be kind of like a standing pop-up display. It should work though. Let me just try. We should be able to create kind of a triangle shape with it. Yeah, we have to move them a little bit more later on. I just have to make them fit somehow. At the moment this won't fit, I guess. No, it's not fitting, right? No, it's not. Let's see how we can just move them the way that they fit, but I hope... Or maybe we take 4 you know what, we are just taking 4 of those. That should be easier than just trying to adjust 3. So we have this kind of, you know, this would be like such a tower thingy. I don't even, it's like a pop-up display, I would call it as well. It's like a pop-up shop, or like a pop-up, yeah, it's more like a pop-up stand or pop-up shop, and this would like be the kind of info terminal. I think it looks pretty nice though. Are they moving also in the wind slightly? Are they? Not too sure though, so if not, we can at least try and kind of make a little octopus shape into it. I would actually like that. So let's put this one here. Is this... okay, that's nice. It's exactly the way I want it to be. Don't know why we should use this thing over here, but I'm just kind of happy how this looks. So maybe we put this on here and put something in later on. I don't know what to put in here, but maybe some other things, maybe even flowers or something. Alright, so let's try and use this thing. I have kind of an idea how this could look with those things. So this could be for the little tent. Let me just see. How high would I make this? I would not even make this as high as this thing. So that should be it. So that people just fit beneath that one. And then we can move this one into position. So... alright, so what I want to cover is obviously the kind of boxes and stuff what is behind. I mean, hopefully it's not gonna rain too often here in this little island, but for the moment, kind of, let's see if we can push this even further back. Yes, we can. Kind of do this and move this all the way down. Let's see, which height do we need? I think we can go even deeper in terms of height. And now let's move this piece exactly in here. So I'm not too sure if we go with it, but I feel like this could look nice. So if we put this in here, I'm not too sure. I think I would like a normal kind of tent looking thing more. So probably I'm going to do this quickly. I think this is what I need to do. I feel like this is not going the way I want it to go. So let's do this over here. This is the height we need, and then we need to make kind of a triangle shape going high upwards into the middle. I don't know if we do it with simple shapes or if I think I'm going to use, yeah, I'm going to use this one. I think this works best. At least I hope so, because it's pretty thin. It looks a little bit like a clothes piece, so that should be a good piece to do it with. So what we need else is we need kind of a piece. So if we use it like that, so that's what we need to do first. And let's also kind of create, okay, it is perfectly angled, so we can, yeah, okay, perfect. So we can use this over here. And I want to have the same piece going into this direction. There we go. And now we kind of have to fill those gaps over here. Let's see if we can do this. We may be finicky work, but I hope it just works out. So if I move autosave, please stop. Annoying freaking autosave. Okay, so move this slightly inwards and hopefully we can move this even more in. Not really, actually. Maybe I have to do it with an... oops, I don't want to favor this one. Sorry. Could you just... thank you. And now give me this one. Maybe we can do it with this one. I think that works better. This direction maybe? Yeah, that's working out. Wow, it's so bright. Can I just turn the... I need to change it to kind of 2-ish. And then... you know what, that's working for the moment. I just want to make sure that this looks kind of good for you as well, because it's, for me it's kind of darkish, but it should work. So wait, can I just move you in? Okay, it's slightly going down here, so that's the reason why it's looking weird. Okay, anyhow, so let's move this here, and this piece has to be pushed forward even more. I don't like this, to be honest, so I'm just using those pieces. you know what, I'm just keeping it this way, and then I just try to rotate this one. It will always keep sticking out a bit. You know what, I'm going to cover this edge up. I'm a lazy guy right now. I'm just covering this up. This will be so much easier to do in the Toolmakers, theme makers, toolkit, whatever name I'm gonna use for this weird thing. But yeah, so just check this one and rotate it the way we need it. So, okay, wait. Obviously, this is weird. I should be able to use it from this angle better. Okay, so now, nope, it's exactly this way. And now let's angle this inside here. So there we go. Is it sticking out this side? Just a tiny bit, which is okay, I guess. And we're gonna move this even further, and then we're nearly good to go. Okay, I think that should be enough. I hope that we can kind of fill the top piece kind of quickly, but for the moment I'm just going to try and move them into each other. There we go. Okay, I was fearing that this happens, so we need to kind of, move these pieces into position by hand, which should be doable. But so okay, if we now use this one and re-rotate it this way, we should be able to kind of put that in the middle. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to go for. And now we can even rotate this a bit more, like so, and then bring that exactly in the middle. Is it? No, it's not. Now it is in the middle, right? Yeah, it is. Cool, perfect. So we kind of use only this edge now. I guess that's easier, and you know, we won't have too many struggle by connecting it if we just rotate it in now. Come on, I only need one, thanks. Make sure that the rotation, oh wait, I even forgot to delete one edge. So we're gonna use that should be fine. And now move this into position. Oh, did I even delete over here? One too much? Oh yeah, actually yes. Let's redo it. Oh wait, what did I? You know what? I'm just sacrificing this weird pillar, and I'm just sticking them into each other. I'm too lazy to do anything else right now, so let's just do this. And then we can also, by the way, put this back to 10ish AM, because now as we've done this, that should be an issue. Okay, cool. So now this is done. Copy the whole thing over exactly here. Okay, and now I need to delete those two things. Oops, there we go. And move it in. Oh, it's nearly perfect. Okay, so completely inwards. Cool. That's kind of the tent I wanted to have. Does it look? It looks okay for the moment. It doesn't look stellar at all, but I mean, for what we need it for, it should be fine. And yeah, I guessed that we need to, and we do need to. So, oops. Why am I even rotating that way? So one goes here, and the other goes then over here, kind of. Is it clipping in somewhere? No, it's perfectly fine. Cool. So that we have this one. There's this pillar in the way, which we don't really need. We can have this one, and I don't know how exactly we could, make the, there we go. I hope, come on, please. So if we, can I just move it over? Thank you. I want to kind of hang this somewhere, and what can we use as a piece? Can we use this even? Kind of as a octopus thing? No, we can't. I was thinking this could work maybe, but it doesn't. So maybe we use these things. Since when are they even in here? I'm a bit confused right now, but how? We gonna use these and recolor them kind of in, that's not the right color. What about this color? Yeah, why isn't that here? Oh gosh. Okay, is it now in? Yeah, that was weird. Can you go away, please? Okay, cool. Oh yeah, that's the nice color we need. And let's see if we can just move. I think that will do it. I think that will do the job for the moment. I feel like there would be better pieces, but for the moment, I'm quite happy with those pieces. And just move them all in, rotate them slightly. So, and now, very important to kind of rotate them for each piece. I just want to make it look like a octopus in the first glance. That should be enough then. Which is, maybe I can use even this little trick and then just rotate it a bit. Yeah, at least it looks a little bit like it. Yeah. Yeah, as I said, it's just kind of a placeholder. As soon as we do have the option to make our own models, maybe I'm going to rotate one more outwards than the others and just rotate it a bit. Oops. I should just copy it. There we go. Okay, so this is better looking. I'm still not happy with the color though. Let's try to make this really darkish. I think that's nice. And now all of these have to be made in this color. There we go. That's loads better. Yes, it is. So what we're going to do is we are going to bring this thing over to our tent and just hang this to one side of it. I think if it would hang down here, that would be nice already. One over here, and the other goes obviously in front of this area over here. And then do we have kind of a little, oh no, we can use this piece over here to make them kind of hang. I hope that this works. I think if we just put it in, it just looks as if it would hang down from something. I mean, yeah, that should do the job. I think that should do the job. And now, whoops, there we go. We only need to, whoopsie, prepare a little box, and then we should be good to go with this little kind of advertisement tent over here. We still need to have like the biggest ad that there is kind of going on, a little bit of a, what's this even? Okay, I would love to put actually like a little bit of a display in here. I think, you know what, I just need to I need to move this guy. I need to delete this one. I kind of want to have, I think we could do this with, let me just check. I think we could do this with the TVs. Where do we have the normal TVs? Are they in here? No, they're not. Where are they? Okay, am I blind? I mean, I could use this one, but that's too big. I want to have the normal kind of TVs. Let me see, what could this be? Is it that one? No, it's, well, we can use these. Or maybe the bigger one. But they're always like lit. But you know what, we could just make them. Okay, that's too big, but we can just make a display out of this one. Why not? I think that would be what you need, and then you can make a custom billboard for it. So if any of you wants to make kind of a custom Save the Octopus kind of image, I think, a billboard, please let me know, because I'm definitely going to use this then. I think for the sake of, are we in this build still? Yes, we are. So I should be able to, oh no, what's going on? I need to go into the simple shapes, and then I want to delete this. Thank you a lot. Let me just see. This should be already enough. Okay, I think it would be enough already to use it this way. Maybe just have a little bit of a triangle shape. No, that's too big. So we need to move it in like this. Is this already the right size? It's nearly. It's nearly. So we need to at least move it a bit. I'm a bit lazy today, so I'm going to do this way now. Okay, so this is what we need to do first, and then, whoopsie, this is way too big. Let's put this in. Here we go. Just align this like that, and we're gonna have this piece going into the back side of it. Okay, so that's just perfect. We just select all of those pieces now, recolor them into kind of a gray shape. I think that's fine. And then just move it in here. Okay, that's nice. And we're gonna have this piece on top as a little top. Oops, why is it even? Okay, never mind. It's just easy to do it like that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and we use this as well for the front, like so. And just keep, yeah, I like this to have this little edge over here. Perfect. And we kind of need to have something on top. Kind of, what can we put on top? There needs to be something on top, like some rubbish lying around or so on. I just want to, I think the only piece I can use is basically this one, just to make sure that there's something just lying on top. There you go. And I would put like a little box now in here as well, which should look very, very, very simple. Wow, this is way too big already. So what we need is basically this one, and make this kind of a brownish box. I think we're already going with this piece. And then can I have, is this smaller, by the way? If I put, no, it's not. So I should be at least able to, yeah, that's smaller, which is great, because I want to make kind of an opening piece, if that makes sense. So where I can just throw stuff in. There we go. Maybe even a bit more like that. So where I can just put the stuff in, which is a bit brighter. There we go. And put that in the middle, and then we can use again this piece, because this piece is like the best piece because it's so freaking small, and you can basically use this for everything which needs a bit more detail, which is obviously the case over here. We're gonna put this in here. Yeah, it does still need a little bit of detail, but that should be it for this little very, very special episode for JAMMO, because I loved his idea to make kind of a little advertisement stand that fits into, ties into the idea of the Rocktopus ride, which has been repositioned over here. This is like the little marketing stand where people can basically give their voice for yeah, not only the voice, also the money to save the octopuses around the island. But that's it from my side. I hope you enjoyed this little episode, which is quite long actually, but it's real time, so it's always a bit longer. And next Friday again with some other stuff. I don't know if I get a time lapse done, because there's a lot of things I'm doing at the moment in the background again. So maybe, yes, maybe we're gonna have another real time episode, but trust me, then on next Sunday there will be again a time lapse. So have a great, great Sunday evening and the rest of the Sunday, and see you next time. Bye bye.